The mango, one of the world's most beloved tropical fruits, is now at the center of a major trade crisis. Shipments of Mexican mangoes worth billions have been suddenly blocked at the US border after a violent attack on two USDA inspectors in Michoacán. Without certified inspections, the fruit cannot legally enter the US, leaving supermarket shelves empty and exporters scrambling to find new buyers in Europe, Canada, and Asia. For decades, Mexico has been the backbone of America's mango supply, providing more than 80% of all mangoes consumed in the US. This close relationship has kept prices stable and fruit flowing year-round. But with inspectors now facing threats to their safety, trade has come to a standstill. The situation mirrors what happened just 2 years ago with avocados. In 2022, imports were briefly suspended after an inspector received threats in Mexico. That disruption lasted only a week but highlighted how quickly safety concerns can halt billion-dollar trades. Now, with mangoes, the stakes are even higher. Reports suggest inspectors may have been detained, taking this crisis beyond simple threats and into far more serious territory. The timing of this suspension could not be worse. Mango demand in the US peaks in summer, when consumers look for fresh, sweet fruit for smoothies, salads, and desserts. A delay of even a few weeks risks shortages, leaving grocery stores scrambling and restaurants searching for alternatives. Peru, Ecuador, and Brazil may step in, but none of them can match Mexico's scale or consistency. Prices are expected to climb if the suspension continues. For Mexican farmers, the impact is devastating. Mango exports are a lifeline for rural communities across Michoacán, Nayarit, Sinaloa, and Chiapas. Tens of thousands of jobs depend on the harvest, from field workers to truck drivers to packing houses. When shipments move smoothly, income flows back into these communities, fueling local economies. But with fruit sitting in warehouses and orchards instead of reaching buyers, losses mount quickly. Each day of delay risks tons of mangoes going to waste. Beyond the local impact, the crisis also reveals a deeper vulnerability. The United States has built a heavy reliance on Mexico for mangoes, importing more than 4/5 of its supply from its southern neighbor. This dependence creates a single point of failure. Any disruption, whether from violence, natural disasters, or political tension, can leave US consumers facing shortages and higher prices. What makes Mexico so dominant is its geography and climate. Different regions harvest mangoes at different times, allowing the country to supply the US almost continuously. Varieties like Atalfo, Kent, and Tommy Atkins have become staples in American supermarkets, with each offering unique flavors and shelf life. The reliability of this system is exactly why the current halt feels so disruptive. The suspension comes at a sensitive part of the harvest cycle. While not at its absolute peak, the season is still strong. That means US importers depend heavily on these shipments, and growers in Mexico are counting on sales to sustain their families and businesses. If negotiations succeed quickly, the damage could be limited. But if security cannot be restored, the suspension could stretch longer, creating ripple effects across both countries. For US consumers, the consequences may soon be felt at checkout. Mangoes could become scarce, and prices could rise sharply. For farmers in Mexico, every passing day without exports means mounting financial pressure and fruit lost forever. The mango is more than just a sweet treat. It represents a global market worth billions of dollars and a trade link that binds Mexico and the United States together. This crisis highlights just how fragile the connection can be when safety and security are at risk. This is USA News Report. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.